This is the Argo100 from Pelican. It's a very simple kayak. It's only 10 feet long. It's 39 pounds, I think. And there's really not much to it. It's even a sit inside and not a sit on top. But don't let that fool you. You can take a simple kayak like this that is very inexpensive and catch some really awesome fish. Check this out. Beautiful spot. This particular day I was just out and about having some fun. But it's too early in the season for topwater. I'm always a sucker for a topwater bite. I was just using the little version of the Super Spook Junior today. Don't want this lure. But nobody seemed to want it. So instead I tied on a suspending twitch bait. Alright. See, the mirror lure suspending twitch bait can get us. My buddy had been having a lot of luck with this lure. And we stayed out there for a while and we caught a bunch of little dinky fish. I'm looking over at him right now and he has a fish on. He'd been catching a heck of a lot more than me. That looks nice. I was about to catch something pretty big myself. Oh! Dude! Tarpon! Tarpon! Watch it! I just knew this fish was going to jump again. And I thought it might be the end of this fight. Unbelievable, bro! I had no idea these fish were even out here. Dude! You see it? He's 4 foot! A lot of times you get a clue by seeing them rolling around, but not today. I gotta tell you guys, this is unexpected. This is very unexpected. This is gonna be a while. You guys wanted a fishing video, I figured I might as well oblige. Sure would be nice if I could land this guy for you. You're about to get another look at this fish, and I wish the GoPro did its size some justice. Oh boy. It's as hard as I dare. Oh! That's as hard as I dare pull. This fish was very big for the 15-pound braided line I had on. If the drag were too tight or I pulled too hard, that line was sure to break. That's it, drag me back. There's a stiff wind out here. These were pretty rough conditions to be out in such a small kayak. I was just thinking about going back in because I was tired. I'm really going to be tired now. I was very thankful he was pulling me back towards land and not out to open water. Come on. This fish's antics was certainly making me feel like a little kid. Look at this craziness. I mean, what am I going to do here? Drifting into a channel that's pretty deep. I can't get out and stand. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, there he is. Oh, man. Despite me being all giddy, though, I knew that this was potentially a very serious situation. With a very big fish. I'm not sure my measuring stick is big enough. I gotta be patient. This is what it's all about. When you get a big fish, you just be patient. He'll come up when he's ready. I can't force him or I'll lose him. Oh, goodness. Right here. Very close to the surface. I hope a frickin' big shark doesn't come along. Fishing and filming at the same time was made a little bit easier with this type of rod, because I took the butt and I put it under my forearm and was able to draw the fish up. Oh boy. Yeah, I caught a tarpon once. I was in a 10-foot sit-inside kayak. That's right. Oh, I got it on camera. I hope this is his last hurrah. And he's actually taking me back home, which is great. See right there, see the trees moving against the sky? He's taking me that way. That's where my boat is, over there somewhere. Oh my god, it feels like I have a tire on the end of the line. It's so heavy. I feel his tail hitting the line. He's facing away from me, he's trying to go down. Like the old man in the sea, I'm gonna put the line across my back. Uh-oh. Angle of the line's changing. What are you doing? He's still taking me back in. That's good. I'm glad he's not taking me back out. So I'd have to paddle all this way against the wind to come back in. Come on up, come on up. Despite being a big fish and having light tackle, I was able to keep him really close to the kayak. Come on up. Probably because it wasn't too much effort for this fish to pull this little kayak and myself along. See a slimy leader. Where are you taking me, fish? There he is. He's near the surface. I think I do a pretty fair job considering the camera is not in a waterproof housing. Neither was my phone either. It really was pushing my luck. Unbelievable. Wow. And now this fish was pulling me into a busy boating channel. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little concerned. It's a nice little fight, I'll tell you. If I had never hooked some really decent sized fish before in the past, by now my patience probably would have been wearing really thin. Oh boy. Come on home, baby. I'll let you off. I'll let you go. I need a picture, though. I'm getting tired. I know he must be getting tired, too. fish kept making a habit of coming to the surface, seemingly taking a breath, and then having a whole new bunch of energy. Look at your face. What a beautiful face. I was happy just to see him come to the surface, even if I knew it meant he was going to pull hard again. I think I scared him. Or he scared me, one or the other, I don't know which. Coming up, coming up, coming up. I was trying to keep as much pressure as I possibly could on this fish to wear him out as fast as I could. It's definitely proving to be quite a battle. More than I'm really used to. This whole fight, unedited, took about 45 minutes. Thank goodness for that fast forward button. Don't you think? Takes these fish a long time before they give up. I got him. I got him. I think I got him. Despite my wishful thinking, this fish wasn't done yet. Oh. Man, he is pulling. Crazy. Despite all the effort I was putting into this fish, there really wasn't much but the beautiful scenery to keep me occupied. Once in a while he'd come to the surface, but it just dragged on and on and on. I wasn't even able to get any good looks at him when he came to the surface. Ah, water's so dirty. Where are you, darling? Here you'll see him come up for another breath of air. And here you'll see this fish come up and give me a little bit of a bath. Oh, you got me wet. Well, that counts as a catch, I think. Coming up to the old sandbar over there. Very nice of him. Maybe he'll oblige to some pictures before the sun goes down completely. Look how beautiful. I ain't got no shoes. How am I gonna get out and take a picture? Despite my lack of foresight to bring shoes with me, everything else seemed to be doing its job pretty good. This McCain rod, this Okuma reel. Let's not forget that line either. That thing was like a banjo string for almost an hour straight. He's a stubborn fish. Look at that. Look how beautiful, huh? Ooh. I really am a lucky guy. Catch such magnificent fish and have such great sponsors and awesome fans. Having one of those moments right now, you know? Fishing, you have an awful lot of moments where things don't go the way you want them to. But it's moments like this, folks. I'm glad I got a camera with me so I can remember this. I was trying to take advantage of the fact that I was hooked up with a big fish. Once I landed him, or let him go, or whatever, it would be over. So I tried to just enjoy the moment. It's good to romance the fish every once in a while, don't you think? He realized what he was doing. Waiting for him to turn up sideways, man.
Yeah. Take your time, you got some daylight left.
Not much. I was starting to worry whether or not the GoPro would be able to pick up anything with this low light. Give up, give up. I was also concerned about the fact that I had no light on my kayak. I was beginning to feel more and more unprepared for this situation. You gotta be getting tired. Will not come up. I tried to put as much pressure as I possibly could on this fish to make sure that this epic battle was over before it was completely dark out. Coming in. Yeah, he's coming up the air. Good fish. He's a smart fish. I am thumbing the spool a little bit, trying to put a little extra pressure on him. I figured if he took a big run, I could just let go of the spool. Ooh boy. The lure just shifted. I felt a little pop in the line, and I swear that lure went from one position to another on his face. I was always worried that the lure would come flying out of the water. Do you have a light? I was fortunate though that the traffic was light this night. Boats are usually zipping in and out of this area. Hey. There he is. Wish I had gloves. Oh, I touched him. I just touched him. That's about as official as it gets, I think. Now, if he would just lay over sideways and let me take a dang off picture. He's so good. The closer I got him to the boat, the more he would bang into me and splash me with water. Give up. He just doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to give up. He's right here. If you listen carefully, I tightened the drag just a little. It was getting so dark, I wanted this to be over. Hey, I think that little bit of extra pressure helped. He's almost there. Almost. Come on. Come on, guys. It's all about the picture. Oh, he just came up. He came up. That was the first time I felt him just go limp. I've seen bigger fish than this come up sideways in like 7 minutes. Just sideways, you know, done. This comparatively little fish, little for tarpon, obviously had more spunk than those big 150-pounders do. He's soaking me. Perhaps I need to bring bigger tackle next time I come out here looking for tarpon. But honestly, this time it was a surprise and I wasn't hunting this type of fish. And all in all, I think it turned out to be a great fight. There he is. It's about time. Now came the squirrely task of trying to get this fish up for a picture and film and not get a hook in my flesh. There were 2 treble hooks right there in plain view. It took my attention away from the camera. I was really worried about it popping free and coming up into my hand at this moment. But I had to position him so I can get the grippers on him. I just did not have the confidence to put my hand in his mouth with those treble hooks. Could have turned a simple catch into a terrible situation. And finally, the hook came out. I honestly was a little relieved that I did not have a hook in my flesh and that the fish was released unharmed. Just as he gave up, he spit it. I really did want a picture though. One of these days I'll get a picture of him. Not out of the water, but just next to the boat, in focus. One of these days. Search continues. It's kind of nice that I haven't achieved that yet, because I know I'll get to do it all over again someday. Someday.